Kisumu. Ayaye, tira diaba Kisumu. Kisumu ber, Kisumu. Tira diaba Kisumu. Kisumu ber, Kisumu. Tira diaba Kisumu. Ayaye, tira diane pacho. Ayaye, tira diane pacho. Ayaye, tira diane dala. Kisumu ber, Kisumu. Tira diane pacho. Kisumu ber, Kisumu. Tira diane dala. Egaido tera wina. Aido gari tera tera.
All of that. Go ahead.
Tera Kisumu. Aido meli tera wina. Boda boda soya kudele. Anna dwaro kenda. Ongenga matera. Anna dwaro kenda. Ongenga matera. Binidong jadala. Binidong jadala. Binidong osepna. Binidong jaturwa. Binidong jadala. Binidong jadala. Binidong osepna.
Ayaye, tera diaba Kisumu. Ayaye, tera diane Kisumu.
Egaido tera wina. Aido gari tera wiga. Gaido tera Kisumu. Aido meli tera wina. Boda soya kudela.
Tera diane Kisumu.
Anna dwaro kenda. Ongenga matera. Anna dwaro kenda. Ongenga matera. Binidong jadala. Binidong jadala. Binidong osepna. Binidong jaturwa. Binidong jadala. Binidong osepna. Omena me, Kibuya.
Wagwan. Happy New Week. Had a beautiful weekend. Karibu sana to another episode of the Pan African Bliss. Hope you're having a beautiful morning, beautiful afternoon right here in the 254. Very sunny today. The weather is amazing. Feeling amazing. Wishing you literally a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Pan African Bliss. My name is Joby. To our first time listeners, right here on the middle of the 21st century. This is Black Hot Fire Network. It's exactly 49 minutes past the top of the hour. Such a beautiful, beautiful day, and I hope the week just stays that way, because in the morning it was super, super cold, which left me wondering, what am I supposed to wear with this cold weather? And that is the worst decision when it comes to actually dressing up, where you have to think about what you have to wear. But of course, karibuni sana once again. I hope you had a beautiful, restful, productive, whatever you decided to do during the weekend. I hope it was amazing to you. And welcome today as we discuss, of course, the news and updates of what is happening in Africa. Starting with South Africa, we're going to be looking at how South Africans are looking forward to actually protect the Afrikaners tomorrow, because do remember tomorrow is the deadline of where the Africans, the Kwerekweres, right, who don't belong in South Africa, they are supposed to have left the country by tomorrow. And it's crazy and sad to see that actually we have some Kenyans who are still stuck there, and we don't know what might transpire tomorrow, because we've seen so many people who have lost their lives, including some Malawians, some Zimbabweans. We've also had South Africans themselves, literally people belonging in that country, who are being killed by their own people just because they are living in a different province apart from where they are born. So that is what we're going to be discussing, also looking at also how other Africans also feel about this xenophobic behavior continuing. The other Africans, especially the South Africans, who are feeling like actually we are jealous, and that's why we feel like how they're behaving, this is xenophobic behavior. They feel like actually we are jealous. Doesn't it really sound crazy? We're going to be looking at that. The conversation also coming from Zimbabwe, as you can see actually how people, since they left Cape Town, or those who are still in Cape Town, how they're actually very much stranded, and many people how they are trying to figure out ways how to start their life. And looking at Zimbabwe, this is one of the countries where people have not just left because they wanted to. There's so much, of course, inequality, which is something we see in most of the African countries, inequality, where white people being the minority, they own majority of the lands. There's lack of job opportunities. All the benefits that should be benefiting the people benefit the minority who are living in that particular country. So we're going to be looking at that literally. As you can see, the white people actually are trying to get a compensation of their land in quote literally back, and much more of that conversation also coming from, we're going to be looking at Nigeria, where there's been new minerals that have been discovered, that is lithium and other more rare earth minerals. We're going to be looking at how Nigeria is looking forward to tackle this. As we see actually more of that, we see in countries like still Uganda, when you talk about resources, there's actually transparency that is being demanded by the court on how actually they are destroying the environment, and so much as we continue also talking about the freedom of speech or freedom of media in Uganda. That is also trending conversation. We have Burkina Faso, part of our conversation, abductions in Kenya. So tune in as we talk about all these trending matters of today. Karibuni sana once again. JLBY in the house. Remember, you can download our app on the Google Play Store. Blackout Fire Network is the name, where you can get yourself amazing organic supplements. We have much amazing organic supplements, we including skincare products. Every time you see me not wearing my makeup, just know I'm flexing my skin literally. Every time you see me with no makeup, just know I'm literally so proud and flexing my skin. And I hope you can get yourself such amazing products. We have another BHFN Sports Speed Shea Butter, that's amazing. We have Aloe Cucumber Soap. We also have vitamins, proteins, literally all different organic supplements. Grab yourself some. We'll be coming back as we share much more of that. And of course, as we start with the conversation of today, this is Susan Owino. Literally, I love this lady because she's such a legend in Kenya. One of the most amazing jams that we grew up, I'd say, listening in our parents' house, our grandparents' house. A legend, I tell This is a Luo song, but it was listened in all households, literally, including Akikuyus, Akalenjins, Akamba, whichever tribe, literally. And there was nothing tribal about this music. The fact that it's sung in Luo, most of the people, including myself, despite being, coming from a Luo tribe on my dad's side, I don't know nothing, but I know the song, and it is such a vibe. This shows you, and I keep on saying how music actually is one of the ways if you can deal with tribalism, or we can easily escape tribalism in Africa. To be specific, we can use music to connect, because I've seen how we vibe to other people's music despite we understand the words or not. A good example is me with Amapiano, literally. We can avoid the whole border bullshit and all that. If we can easily connect with music, why can't we connect with each other? South Africans. I feel like the system has used so many things to divide people or to conquer the people's mindset, but music has been one of the keys that keeps uniting people no matter what. I don't know if you agree with me or disagree with me.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, Fuel your mind. Achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the sports and nutrition store.
Yes, and as we get started, remember you can get the application one more time on the Google Play Store. We have much more of those amazing organic supplements. Once again, Karibuni Sana JOBY right here. This is the middle of the 21st century. And of course, hit that subscription button in case you're here for the first time. Join us officially by downloading our application. And also, more officially, we have our WhatsApp page where you can directly communicate with us and also share amazing news and updates of what is happening. Chat to the amazing family and friends we have right there. Shout out to you, Jibajaba Karibu Sana. Hope you had a beautiful weekend and wishing you a beautiful, beautiful week. We're literally coming to the end of June, and I hope it has been amazing. I can't literally, this has been the fastest year I've ever experienced in my whole life. This year is jumping like, you open your eyes today, we are on date 1. Tomorrow, we are literally on date 30. It's crazy how time is literally rushing super quick. It's mind-blowing, like super, super quick. But I hope so far being on the media, the year has been super, super great to all of you. And thank you for always keeping it Black Hot Fire Network, for supporting us, for always tuning in to find out on the conversations we have lined up, for literally been an amazing listener. We do appreciate you guys all the time. And remember, you can also support us through our Cash App. That is the $ Mr. Black Hot Fire. We also have the donation page under the application, which is the last page. You can keep the lights on or literally support us in any sort of way to keep our studio running and more of the information and truth coming to you. But as we start with today's conversation, one truth South Africans don't want to accept is literally, thank you, Keith, it's on. Thank you. I just saw that it's on and I appreciate that. But yeah, one thing South Africans won't accept is or the reality they won't accept is chasing away the white people or accepting that the white people actually are the minority, just like we've seen in majority of the countries. Of course, white people never fully left. We have so many of them who got lands for free, grabbed lands literally, either illegally or legally, which is actually majority. If you follow, it's illegally, always. All of them, down their generations who have been living in Africa, it's illegally. These people never got lands legally. There's no title deeds. There's nothing. Like we've seen from that Italian lady who owns 100,000 acres of land in Kenya, who she bought it from the British colonial system, from the British who colonized Kenya, literally, who also stole lands from other people. It's crazy. South Africans won't accept that these people are the problem in their country. Of course, we've been talking about this matter. I think it's been going on now for 3 months. Damn. It's crazy that we've been reporting this xenophobic behavior almost for 3 months. I wish that could have been revolution we're talking about, I wish we could be talking about like how we talked about Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali getting real power, for so long, which was what the talk, because that is something positive and makes you happy for you to talk about. But when it comes to South Africa, this is depressing. As much as we want to avoid the situation, the stories, there's something new always popping on your screen, on your feed, about these people's behavior that has been going on for the last 3 months. Of course, I don't have to take it down the line, but it's crazy that they won't accept white people are their problem. So apparently there's this video that is circulating literally on social media and has sparked heated debate about a South African man declaring that citizens were prepared to citizens were prepared to defend white South Africans, the Afrikaners, legals or illegals, from what is described as repatriation threats posed by the economic freedom fighters. Now, if I take you back, I think this is in 2023 or 2024. We can pull that video very quick. Remember the video that went viral of the economic freedom, whatever, which I don't know how it has set up South Africa free, the economic freedom fighters, right? The song that went viral of them chanting, kill white people. You guys remember, right? The video went viral and we thought finally South Africans are getting some knowledge, understanding who their enemy is. And finally, they're going to put a group of people into, the right direction. You're gonna give them that work, literally. But that is not what we're seeing come 2026. I think 3 years now later down the line, we're seeing something completely different from what that song was saying, or the chant, how the video went viral. We had Black Americans talking about it. We had other Africans talking about it, how proud they were, because they're now putting it, of course, on white people's faces of how they feel about them. 3 years down the line, we're seeing something completely different. Completely different. So this is supposed to be happening tomorrow, because tomorrow, South Africans declared there is no African from other African countries. The Kwere should not be found in this country. That is tomorrow. By tomorrow. Tomorrow should be the deadline. We have Kenyans who are stuck there, which I'm going to be sharing in a few. Our government has not responded, unlike how we've seen Ghana, Nigeria, and Malawi, the Malawian government. So many governments literally from majority of the African countries who their people are there and have been affected by this xenophobic behavior, they have responded. Ghana was the first country, and we saw they actually promised their people job opportunities, a place to stay before they figure things out, money to sustain them. Like they really shout to John Malema. John Malema? Yeah. John Malema? No. John. Shout out to the current president of that is Ghana. So I'm going to share this of what is happening. Then we go through the comment.
We are ready. We are ready to defend our Afrikaners, our white people. There is a video of the EFF member. He said that on the 30th June, they are going to chase all the white people of Afrikaners away here in South Africa. We are ready. We are ready to defend.
Did you hear that? I think I'm gonna restart it again because Instagram doesn't allow me to go. So let me read. Let me do this. Did you hear that?
We are ready. We are ready to defend our Afrikaners, our white people. There is a video of the EFF member. He said that on the 30th June, they are going to chase all the white people of Africa.
Man, I was watching this and laughing so crazy. Like I was laughing. And then it's even gonna get worse after I even share more videos on TikTok of these people saying that we are jealous of them. That's why we're claiming xenophobic behavior based on what they are doing. They are justifying their behavior is not it's nothing to do with xenophobia. Other Africans, we hate them. We are jealous of them. And I wonder how. How are we jealous? If I look at a country like
Carrie Busana, Joby. Let me come in for 5 minutes, but you go crazy on me.
Carrie Busana, how you doing?
I'm all right. How was your weekend? All right?
Yeah, mine was amazing. I can't complain.
I couldn't do the show, guys. The weekend my damn internet went out. My internet had to be fixed, so I'll let you guys know tonight why I didn't go on this weekend. I had no internet. Shit, I was using my damn phone, my phone service. Look at TV and stuff. I had no internet. But they mowed my lawn and they fucked the wires up going to the house. So I had no internet service. So I'm like, damn. So I said, I know the people start talking shit. So before you guys talking shit, I had no internet, so that's what happened. So I couldn't go on Saturday and Sunday. He came by Saturday to fix it. So it would take a while to come back and dig it up and splice the wires back together. So I wanted to at least say that so before you guys go crazy and say I didn't show up. No, I did show up. I had no internet. So, but anyway, like I'm saying, with South Africa, listen, you can't blame poor, ignorant black people, Joe Chamberlain, for being propagandized. Do you think a goofy song that they sung is not going to stop over 150 years of constant propaganda and the TVs telling them they ain't shit and white people are their masters? That's embedded in these goofy Negroes. And like I said, South African men still we don't like are weak. Everybody knows they're weak. They haven't fought any fights. They haven't fought any battles. You know, look at that goofy Shaka Zulu movie. That's propaganda. White man made that to make them feel good. Go find out why they made it to make them feel good. They're weak, and that's just a fact. I don't care if you get mad about it. You know, call a spade a spade. They're weak people, and that's why they're always going to be dominated. That's why they're easily propagandized too. So you have a few of them, like a Jules Malema, who's a puppet too. They'll say, you know, kill the boer and all this other shit. But they don't ever fight the boer. There's never been no wars with South Africans fighting any white people ever, except for the one time you had the Zulus 160, 70 years ago. Those are minor skirmishes that they lost, and when they lost it, they fell into subjugation. So like I said, so there's no history of these goofy Negroes fighting any white people. It's only them of sucking white daddy's penis, putting it in their mouth and licking all the sperm out of it. And that's what they're doing. See, and also they know that the rest of Africa, like I just said, the rest of Africa has been kept underdeveloped by morons. Okay, we're gonna shame the devil, right? Tell the truth. Does other African countries look like South Africa? Hell no. When you go to Africa, South Africa looks like America. It looks like except for where these black guys live at. And they live like it looks like where they live at. It looks like Africa, nigga. I've been there. It looks crazy. It's like, how does this even stand in a developed country? That's how wicked these white people were. They developed the country and then left them in this abject. Even though our country was developed, we got projects, but our projects, like Joe said, looks like our projects look like damn the middle class over there compared to where they got these people staying. They live in shanty towns, what they call townships. They're shanty towns. Like I said, if you go out, it shocks the mind. And they wouldn't even develop, at least give them projects to live in. They live in shanty towns, right? So it shocks the mind. So they know, that's why you don't see a lot of other South Africans leaving other African countries, because they know how about they talk badly about African countries. They, like I said, they feel superior to other black people, but inferior to all white people, Asians, because they look around Africa, they say, you guys ain't developed shit. Your African countries are shitholes, right? This I'm getting the mind of a South African, even though he lives in a shithole, but he can go. Unlike I said, the poverty with African countries is dehumanizing, right? So that's why you got some people even getting beat up in South Africa, don't want to go back. You got Nigerians, so they not gonna go back. You ever been in Nigeria? Nigeria's fucked up. Doesn't work. It's a failed state. It doesn't work. These African, Ghana really doesn't work. You got Ghanaians, and they ain't gonna go back because in South Africa, what? You got free health care. You're gonna free health care in these African countries. Half these African countries don't got real hospitals, like some shit from 200 years ago. Like the hospital sent Joby to, I would never put her in that damn hospital she had to go to. I would never go to that shit. Because these African countries have failed their people. That's why Africans have fled their countries. These countries have failed. They're ran by failures. A Ruto, a Muslim, they are failed individuals. Why Africa has not developed. And so when you got one person, even Traoré, he said, we got to develop quick. He told you, he's the only one honest. He told you we're 200 years behind. And that's a fact. Go to Ghana and Kenya. You're 200 fucking years behind. Roads don't work. Potholes every fucking way. Floods and shit. And none of these puppets have ever been like, you know what? I feel embarrassed. Why they all be all in these summits all over the world looking stupid? When they get to talking, people like, man, shut up, dummy. You ain't built your country. You're a puppet, yeah. But they ain't gonna listen to what you got to say in real life. You haven't done anything. No. So they only be embarrassed. You think me, if I'm living in part of my room, one room's good, the rest of the house is fucked up, they gotta be embarrassed. But these puppets don't. They want to fly out of Africa. They ain't built no real hospitals. But that shit's all what? It's in South Africa. So it's easier. So some of these Africans are smart. Say, well, I'm going to go over to Europe. I just go down to South Africa. Shit. I'm not going over to Europe, getting slave markets, trying to cross the ocean and all that crazy shit. Now I got the end that I see, South Africa. That shit's modern. So that's where you get now the South Africans, right? Talking crazy about other Africans. Oh, your country's all shithole. We can't have our countries look like your fucked up countries, right? But bad fact, since the Africans had control South Africa, they destroyed it. These ANC, they destroyed the country because the puppets wanted them to show these Negroes that they can't manage their own affairs. Whole things like Africans can't manage the country. Africans, look at Africa. So they sabotage. They knew that these Negroes are corrupt. Something in Africa that the corruption is crazy. Something that Africa hasn't filled out, hasn't dealt with accountability with this crazy kind of corruption. As Ibn Toure said, this corruption has become now cultural. So it's not culture to Kenya, not culture to Nigeria, it's culture to Africa now, where it's accepted. And so the ANC being corrupt, white people are going to use them, have them destroy the country and say, oh, look, the niggas didn't have control of South Africa for 30 years and it's all fucked up. And that's what these other Africans are seeing in South Africa. That now they start to have power outages like they do. South Africa never had no power outages when white people ran it because other white people around the world made sure it worked. So when the black people took in, now they got power outages, right? Right? Like the rest of Africa. Africa's the only continent where the lights don't fucking stay on. But the other Africans ain't figured this out because they too busy worshiping Jesus like that guy jumping in the pool. Oh, we praying, keep the lights on. Instead of kicking out leaders and saying, listen, it's 2026. We're not supposed to be sitting in the dark, praying to Jesus in the dark. Or Allah, whatever goofy figure. We're not supposed to be praying in poverty. Right? That's the scam. We're not supposed to be praying in no goddamn fucking poverty at all. So that's what you see happening now in Africa. And so that's why the South Africans feel superior. They want y'all crazy that the Africans. Oh, you bastards ain't never built nothing. You go to these other, go back to your countries. That's why you got the Africans talking about the Europeans, the South Africans talking about the Europeans. Go back and fix your country. Go back and fix it. It's all fucked up. Stop coming here and go back and fix your poverty. Your countries are full of poverty. You don't. They tell the truth. You don't find other South Africans in other countries. Not many. Unless they got money they can go and build. You got white South African businesses in other African countries, but none of these niggas, they don't got no money. But you do got the white man South Africa, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Kenya, and everywhere else, have businesses in other African countries. None of these niggas, they're impoverished and stupid. So that's just a big call spade a spade. We've been dumbed down globally. African Americans are dumb too. So I'm not going to just say South Africans are dumb. The majority of Black Americans are fucking dumb as hell, stupid as fuck, dumb as hell. Can't even put a complete sentence together. Talking crazy. That's how that goofy rap music, Joe, we listen to. I don't know what the hell they saying. English has got so damn bad over here. You need a damn translator to walk around certain parts of America. I don't know what the hell they talking about. I'm keeping it real. So not just South Africans that have been, but they've always been dumbed down. They never had a system where they were ever. You never see no growth with them like you did us see cities and towns that we built 100 years ago. You don't see that shit at all in South Africa ever. They never built shit. They can't say, well, we built this part became wealthy. That's not in the South Africans' history ever since the white man was there. Because there's been more white people here in America than there's ever been in South Africa, and we still built shit while they were oppressing us, killing us, bombing us, raping us, and all that shit. But these Negroes ain't never built shit a ton. So since they have no, even the Kenya can say they built it. These people have no accomplishment of building anything, so they feel inferior. Because the history shows that hey, what have you done? We just get that's why you got the white people talking greasy to them. We gave you guys a whole country, gave South Africa, and you fucked that up. That's the white people tell them. We gave you a whole country and you can't even do that. Country's all fucked up now. But the xenophobia you see is years of propaganda. So a song is not going to work, Joby. If I'm on the TV, white people own all their TV. White people own all their media, Joby. They don't own nothing. All the media only controlled by white people, Joby. So I'm telling you that every other body's a shithole. Africans are stupid and shitholes. And you've been talking that your whole time. You believe that? All your religions are white people. You don't see none of these niggas in South Africa getting rid of the white narrative of the white man being a god. So you ain't got rid of that narrative. Then you got propaganda over and over again. So that's what they say. We love our whites. We'll fight for our white people. The same white people that raped them. See, remember, apartheid didn't end through them. It ended because of what? Other Africans on the nation, and other Africans in the diaspora. America, there's other places, black people here, the other places, and then on the diaspora that helped them. See, that's how I fucked up in the head there. White people didn't help them get free or what little fake freedom they got. White people never changed. They never changed. They only were threatened by other black people who had power. Like you said, Joby said, power changes things. So when black people have power and beat South Africa in a real war, beat these white people in a war, Joby, that's when white people say, oh, okay, we'll have to change and blah, blah, blah. So now, like Joby said, no one's going to help these goopy Negroes because white people now are saying they're going to take back the country. The Jews are saying it openly. The white Jew is saying openly. They're the ones who controlled it. They're the ones who created the apartheid system. The cats with the hats. They're the ones who created the apartheid system. You know, not just the regular white man, the J-man. He said, we're coming back to take it over. Take it back with these niggas and get the rough. We don't want to pretend like we got puppets in power. We want to just be completely openly put these goopy handkerchief head niggas back in slavery because they're stupid. And now no other Africans like Joby from Kenya to Ghana to Nigeria, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, nobody's going to help them. And so white people be rich and have a slavery class again, and no one's going to say anything because now they've obfuscated themselves from other black people. Right? They alienated themselves from other black people, and because black people are not sophisticated enough, these niggas are not behind it. They're stupid. Like I told you, these are dummies. They're not behind this. Then you find out part of the money. Oh, people, some of them do know. Some South Africans, oh, it's the Jews. But I said that from the beginning. Who do you think was behind this, stupid? These fucking dumbass niggas. Give them some money. Tell them who to hate other black people because they hate themselves. That's why I don't hate other black people, because I don't hate being black. Black people got to come to the realization that you got to learn to have self-love. Black people hate being black. And so you hate other black people. That's the problem we got in black people globally. There's an anti-black situation going on with black people globally. That's why you skin bleach. That's why you don't like your fucking hair. There's a problem with you being black. And until we address that in your goofy culture, you're always going to be dominated by non-black people because you're going to be pushed to hate other black people. And you're going to do that because you hate who you are. You think I know Joby's not me? I know she's me. You think I look at a motherfucker like a Jim Mosquito? You think I know he's me? I know he's me. I already know that. I already know that. So that's already known. So I don't got to be like, oh, what tribe are you from? Are you from South Africa? I don't see me. That's what education for. I know borders are made up. These borders are made up. Come on, I'm going to call you a South African, call you a Kenyan, call you a Ugandan, when the borders are fucking fake. Made by white people. They're fake. Then I go to your scientific genetic coding. Oh, your genetics are just like me. I.e. meaning, should have been taught this in your goofy school, i.e. meaning you are me genetically. No matter what the fucking you call yourself. Call yourself a Kikuyu, a Kamba, a Lu, a Hausa, a Yoruba, whatever these goofy tribes name. That shit is insignificant because genetically, you are me. See, everything goes back to genetics and science. All these fake goofy terms, that's fake. That's I call myself this tribe, I call myself that tribe, I make up this name. White people don't get to define who the fuck I am by making some border and calling it Nigeria, calling it Kenya, calling this. Because genetically, I know the motherfucker in Brazil is me. I know the motherfucker in Jamaica is me. I know the motherfucking Canada is black is me. I know the motherfucking in Kenya is me. I know that. So I'm not going to say, oh, you know what? This is a different tribe or this is South African. No, I'm going to say, what the hell is going on? Well, all this black hate is going on. Because you've been propagandized to hate yourself, hate black people. That's why That's why this guy is so rabid to put white dick in his mouth, because he hates himself, and he's been told to hate himself. And that's what you're dealing with. See, and that comes from a country, that comes from South African country, hasn't taken the time to re-educate its people from 1990. Why does the curriculum take? Because white people still control it. If you're going to come to any country as a revolutionary, you got to change your curriculum. All them books that white people wrote, that's got to go in the garbage. That shit's supposed to go in the garbage. All European thinking has got to go in the garbage. You still cutting your daughter's hair, hating their own hair. Everybody's running around bald-headed because a white man hated your fucking hair. That self-hatred has got to go out the window, or it's going to generate what you see in South Africa. It's going to generate your women like not even liking them, don't accept themselves. That's what's going on. Because the mind, you can free the body, but if the mind is fucked up, you're going to stay in slavery. Mental slavery, like that Simba guy. He's like all these South Africans. He believes a white man civilized because he don't know no real history. A white man. Everything a white man taught you came from black people. But you don't know that because you've been not even educated, even though you know yourself. So that's what I'm talking about. So these boot-licking, handkerchief-head, fake puppet leaders have done a disservice to African people. That's why you have the South African government going against this, because they're also responsible because they have failed their people. They failed. So you need a boogeyman so the country doesn't explode and these people don't come after you and have a real revolution. Because your country is controlled by white people who hate your guts. Okay? These people hate your guts. That's another thing you ain't doing. These people hate you. They hate black people. So and the funny thing, that's been the secret sauce. That's been a secret sauce to everywhere we've gone. White hatred against black people. And the funny thing, and I want to use the World Cup. I know I took more 10 minutes, Joby's time, because I didn't do my show this week. I want you guys to look at the World Cup. Okay, not as the shit boring to me. I can't look at that boring. Look at it as an experiment. Look at everybody who has black people on their teams. You'll see most of the French team is black. Most of European teams are black. Most of the South American teams are black. Then I want you to look at this, and you'll see the disruption of Mama Africa and colonialism and slavery. He said because you look, the other motherfucker that's on the Denmark team is not African. The motherfucker in England, not African. The motherfuckers in the Spain team are not African. The motherfucker in the French team are not African. Motherfucker in the German team are not African. One's down in Colombia, African. Brazil, African. Only one I know is gonna go African is the Argentinians, right? Argentinians, which was half the country was African, they wiped them out. Because remember, we weren't supposed to survive slavery. We were supposed to work, make them rich and die. But you see, all these countries, all these people are black. They hate black people, but all their teams are full of black people, African people. Don't look at all these teams. We look at the World Cup, look at it. Don't look at the shit. I'm looking at over there in some other. Look at this shit, all black people. This is black excellence, who they hate. And you see the shit, because all these people at one time were on the African continent. And you look around, you see all these teams are full of black people. See it? You'll see that way. Most of England's team hate black people. England's racist as fuck. All these black people on the English teams still throw bananas down when they do their goofy soccer in Europe, right? But all their teams are full of black people. So you look at it like, God damn, a lot of black people. That just shows you colonialism, the destabilization of Mama Africa, and how every other country's built wealth off the backs of black people. And see, and since you can't, like Joby said, critically think, shout out to people going against Joby. Said, now you must be taught to critically think. Joby just had to, I guess Joby's born. Most people are not born to have critical thinking. I'm sorry. No, Joby wants to believe that, but they don't. You got to be taught to critically think. You must have, most people, not everybody. I say the majority of people as a child must be taught to have critical thinking skills. And so, and that's why these moronic South Africans don't have that. What you said, he was big. They can't. They're stupid. Not only stupid, they're propagandized too. So when you're stupid and propagandized too, you don't understand propaganda. So how can you critically think? You got no way to understand the propaganda. You're a dummy. And they keep the South Africans dumb. That's a dumb, and that's another thing that causes jealousy against other Africans who can do something because they're stupid. Those South Africans are dumb. And that's on purpose. You know, it's not an accident. Like I told you, I think Kenya surpassed them now. I told you, I went to Africa. I said, damn, these Zimbabweans. And just like we just played the video, the Zimbabweans were the smartest people. How do you know that then? When my trip to Africa, every time I met these Zimbabweans, they were smart as shit. And I was, damn, these Zimbabweans are fucking smart as fuck. Then I knew, then Joby showed it too, they were the #1 educated blacks in Africa. And I knew it by meeting them. And I meet talking to a South African, I knew they were stupid. Sorry to say that. And then, keep it on. Now, I think the Zimbabweans have been surpassed by the Kenyans. I believe that the Zimbabweans have shout out to Kibaki. Because the Kenyans in the last 15 years, to me, personally, they've surpassed the Zimbabweans now. I think the Kenyans are the smartest Africans on the continent right now. That's what I see. You know, 'cause I told you the Zimbabweans were. I was proven right. This the level of thought. And to me right now, I believe the Kenyans have surpassed the Zimbabweans. That's what I see. I'm not saying peer. I'm not trying to make it a race. I'm just saying, go ahead. You got to go ahead. I'm quiet.
Period. But let me share these videos with you.
We're here in South Africa. We are ready. We are ready to defend the business of our South Africa. We are going to take hands with the police, with the army, with the private security. As a citizen of South Africa, I'm going to make sure that there's no looting, there's no burning.
So hey, if stupidity was a person, if a moron, of course a moron is a person, but yeah, if stupidity was a person, if moron was a person, exactly what we have on the screen. Because what is this guy talking about? You're going to protect the looting. So you can loot businesses that have been helping you guys get a job, you know, feed yourselves, despite your government not being able to create job opportunities for y'all, you know. And when you work for white people, of course, they pay you minimal wages, they feed you to pigs, but you're willing to protect white people's businesses, yet you've been looting other people's businesses. Africans, your very own skin. If stupidity was a person, South Africans are the stupid version then.
The EFF members sent the video, went viral. He said that on the 30th June, definitive, they are going to attack the white people or Afrikaners here in our country. We are here. We are here. Come. And we will show you.
Wow.
No burning, no looting. Here in our country, we are going to defend our country. South Africans, now is the time. Now is the time to stand together to defend our country. If you have a problem.
So unity will only be a term used or something practical when it comes to only white people. Okay.
With the illegal immigrants, it is fine. Go to the head office of the ANC. Go there. Go to Parliament. Go to Union Building. We say we defend our country on that day. No looting, no burning. South Africans, 073 0084 105. We defend our country on the 30th of June, I think.
And some people are saying, I love the fact that people are honest on the comment section. Someone says the fact that the same white people you're trying to protect are so busy laughing at you. Literally, they are laughing at your behaviors. Someone says, there's someone who's getting paid. Of course, that is something Keith has been talking about. There's a group of people who are getting paid to push this whole agenda. And it's gonna eat you off. It's gonna eat you alive. Continue. Now it's money. You take some fake money, some papers, White people are about to show you shege. We say in Kenya, shege. About to see dust. Someone says on the comment, so stop on the hating of each other. This is Earth. This is crazy, man. And then also someone says, what has EFF done? What EFF has to do with the 30th of June? People don't make a good use of their brains anymore. EFF has not helped South Africa in any sort of way. As a matter of fact, I've not seen any sort of... That should be one of the group if they really mean business. If oppositions are really working parties or working groups, we should have seen changes in many countries. But it's always the same games, the same Hegelian dialectic, the same bullshit, copy and paste all over the globe. Literally. The same thing we saw with Raila here in Kenya, always taking people to the street, shout, scream, get killed, but you'll never experience a taste of change. You'll never see him participating on job creation, always yapping their mouth. That's what they're busy. They're always loud. Paid coons, paid actors, very well paid actors, and they know how to understand their skits. Is it the skits or scripts? They know how to understand their scripts very well. Read and repeated to understand your agenda because you're well paid. These are Kenyans who are currently stranded in South Africa. We've not seen any response because remember, tomorrow is the deadline. Literally, South Africans are very serious about this shit. Tomorrow is the deadline. Of course, they're going to be protecting white people, but the rest of the Africans who don't belong in South Africa, the South Africans who are in provinces that they have not been born in and they have businesses there, they're going to face war tomorrow. We've seen a 19-year-old and many people who have been beaten and killed in South Africa itself, where their very own people are being killed and beaten just because you're from another tribe and you have set a business in a different area of South Africa, yet you're South African. It's really crazy.
Well, I told you that's what you said, Joby. That's what you said. I'm Lewin Camp. I can't go live over here, and that's what I told you. This is going to lead back to tribalism because they haven't got past. Remember, they haven't got past the tribal shit. So them having xenophobic with other Africans, it was always going to lead back into, because it's still self-hate. They hate themselves. So it was going to go back to its primal essence, that goofy tribal shit now. Now I get rid of all these other Africans. Now I'm going to get rid of the other Africans I don't like inside the country who are South African too. So I'm now going to become tribal. Which like, but if you can critically think, Joe, you know this is going to destroy your country, right? So critically think, like you said, Joe, you know, people, other Africans are not going to deal with your piano. They're going to lose money. All your South African industries are going to lose money in Africa because they're not global. They only make money in Africa. Nobody wants to hear the piano shit around the world. Sorry to tell you that, Joe. That shit's not international. It's only in Africa. So now you're going to lose your money. Like you always said, but critical think, you know, people are not going to want to come to South Africa. It's going to destroy what? The tourism business. Like I said, so all this craziness is going to make it even more poor, Joby. But they can't critically think because they're stupid.
One thing I love about Kenya, what tribalism has taught us is the 2007 general election, which left so many people's lives very devastated and very effective till to date, actually. And that's why you see the hate towards even our current president is because he's one among the people who caused so much damage to many families, which is very effective till to date. People are feeling that effect. People are still trying to heal from that wound, but it's even getting more, you know, putting more salt. You know, the fact that he's even now the president is like, man, your motherfuckers are about to suffer. You know, you're gonna, you know, you thought you could take me to Hague. I'm gonna show you I'm the president, because that is what is actually telling Kenyans. Literally, he was questioned about the budgeting of traveling and why he's using private jets, and then he said, "It's my time. You wait for your time. I'm the president."
Wow, that's what he said.
Yes, that is Ruto.
Yeah,
So
he's coming off. Wow, see because that's how they usually you hide that kind of contempt for your people. He's not even hiding the contempt for you guys no more. He's like a Trump. He openly tell you, "Kiss my ass. I'm the president. I'll do the hell I want to do, and you shut your mouth." That's what he's telling.
Exactly. And that's why you can see now when it comes to events, because of that, the ego, and then having people also have the same ego who are employed under him in different areas, including the minister of uh the Minister of Foreign Affairs. You should be the first person who responds to when our Kenyans, and this should be, of course, with all African countries, a quick response every time we hear Africans suffering in a place where they're not home. Literally, make sure they come back home, give them safety, create jobs. This is why we are, when it comes to now job creations, where they should be available, just in case your people who went to seek greener pastures, when you're not creating job opportunities, when they come back home, they have something to come back to. Promised, literally. There's something, at least you know, I'm gonna be safe here. I can make a living out of here. But these idiots are always busy saying, you've taken your backward cultures, you know, in Saudi Arabia, in these Arabic countries, your tribalism or your bullshit. That's why they're treating and killing you, for making you to feed the dogs.
And I kill you because wow, they're not killing you because you're tribal. They kill you because you're black and they don't like you. I know. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Kill you because you're black and they don't like your black ass.
Exactly. So Lohisha, this is Kenyans. Kenyans have been stranded for the last 3 weeks. I think I've been talking about this. Kenyans are crying for help in South Africa because the government is not responding. Most of them, of course, having their businesses, their money, because understand, these people are not only just looting their businesses. There's a time when this actually all thing, before it escalated, they were going to businesses and taking money off them by force. Give me everything you've made, close your business and go back to your home. The first videos actually that sparked all this xenophobic behavior, it started that way. There's always that one video that went viral of them going to businesses, beating people, taking their money. So if someone has taken your money, you've lost everything. You can't even maybe access the bank to go withdraw your money. Maybe when you go to the bank, you're going to be told, you're a kwere. This money does not belong to you. What are you supposed to do? You know, you're not stranded. You don't have transport to take a flight.
Hold on, Joe, but you remember that word too good.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Mabahambe, they must go. That is the chant echoing throughout South Africa as anti-immigrant tensions rise ahead of planned nationwide protests.
This idiot. Man, I hate this man. Oh my God. And hate is such a strong word, but I hate this idiot for always dancing. He's always just on the camera dancing.
Who's that? Who's always dancing? Who's that?
This idiot here, this one.
On June
This
30th,
one.
for 6 months, groups have been marching in several communities, demanding the removal of undocumented migrants, in some cases stop individuals and demand immigration documents despite having no legal authority. It is this rising climate of hostility that is now driving thousands of foreign nationals to leave before the planned demonstrations turn into unrest. And now Kenya has joined a growing list of African countries moving urgently to bring their citizens home. The government has launched an emergency repatriation exercise for its citizens in South Africa, following escalating anti-immigrant tensions ahead of the planned nationwide protests. The move follows urgent appeals from at least 50 Kenyan nationals who sought government-assisted evacuation, saying they had been displaced, threatened, or forced to flee.
Imagine. And I've not seen any report, any response, anything. I've not seen nothing from our government. There's nothing. Shout out to Ghana, man. Ghanaians must be very, right now Kenyans must be envying, especially the ones who are in South Africa. They must be envying the Ghanaian government.
It's true, because that's the little, exactly. That's what you say with shit though. It's the least they can. Like I said, the African governments are so. Nigeria didn't do it either. It's the private people. Nigeria did it, and Nigeria told them, we're not gonna come and get you. We don't got to. We can't do it because governments in Africa don't work. Don't work for people. It's all scams. So that's why you got the Kenyans are now crying. But some of the Kenyans said they're not gonna leave anyway. Our Kenyans said we got children. Got some Kenyans. I've been there for 30 Kenyans. Some of them been there for 25, 30 years. Said we're not going back to Kenya. We don't know shit about Kenya no more. And I agree with them. Why should they go back? They don't know. They ain't been to Kenya in 25, 30 years. And their kids are all adults there. They got South African wives.
Understanding every group of people, there's always a group of people who are bold enough to stand up to
True.
meaning business, and in every group of people, there's always a bunch of
Well, that's true.
fear.
That's true.
People are led by fear first. They,
That's
oh
true,
my God,
Joby.
it's my life. Let me go
There you
home.
go. Actually true.
Die.
Critical. That's Joby with the critical thinking. That's actually true.
So, it's only the bold ones, because we do have such people.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
And the fact that you've gotten everything literally legally, not illegally. We just had some mass shooting, I think, this past week from South Africa, and this was being done by the Lesotho people. Literally, I think the Lesotho people from the reports. So I'm like, oh, you guys were accusing Nigerians and the rest of always mass shooting and the killings or the.
And the funny part about what Joe was saying about the Lesothoans, you guys keep forgetting the white people of South Africa stole, and the Lesothans now you guys think that's South Africa? It's actually Lesotho's land. You don't even know that. So the white people stole a lot of stuff. That's why you see Lesotho's inside of South Africa, because a lot of their land was stolen and it looks smaller. So when you tell them Lesotho to go back to Lesotho, they're gonna tell you, motherfucker, this is our land. White people stole this. You don't even belong here. This is our land. This was stolen from us. You're not going to tell me to get, because most of South Africa was stolen by white people. So you think them fake borders they made, oh, this is South Africa, you get out of here. The Lesothoans will tell you, nah, go back to 100 years ago when Joe was doing that video about last year, the year before last on Lesotho, showing that most of South Africa is actually Lesotho. That area where Lesotho at, you go that way and go further east to the Mozambican line, that's Lesotho, not South Africa. So they say, okay, you want to tell us to go? We'll go with our goddamn land. Shit, good.
After a wave of attacks and insecurity in parts of the country, in a statement dated June 26,
Kenyans are sleeping outside. It's crazy.
Kenya's High Commissioner to South Africa, Elizabeth.
Oh, damn. Oh, they see my side, they got to go. Damn. Crazy.
This is to notify you that several Kenyans from various parts of South Africa will be traveling to the Kenya High Commission in Pretoria.
And remember, Ruto went to South Africa like 2 weeks ago. He approved this nonsense. He knows his people are being beaten up, sleep in the streets, and he's just smiling in this dude's face, in this goddamn Ramaphosa face. Because remember, they're both white ass, they both controlled by white people, the same white power structure. So he gets to smile while his own people like Jerry Show are out on the street suffering. It's crazy.
10th June and 3rd July 2026.
And I'm Kenyan. You're a Cordy here. No about no Kenyan. You're Cordy.
Heading to the High Commission in Pretoria to obtain travel documents to facilitate their repatriation back home by the government of Kenya. Please grant them safe passage. End of quote. The Kenyan government further estimates about 27,000 Kenyans live in South Africa, though diaspora groups place the figure closer to 40,000 when including students, researchers, and short-term residents. But Kenya is not alone in this response. Mozambique has already begun repatriating its citizens by bus, while Malawi and Zimbabwe...
One second, Joey, I'm sorry. I had the funniest thought in my head. When Joey was like a South African man, so Joey's not married to a South African man, and then he said, hey, you better get rid of your Cordy wife, your Cordy woman, and send her back wherever she came. He said, I'm from Kenya. You wasn't with your Cordy. You better get your ass out of here.
The safest part of it is eliminate the term marriage, because that is not priority. It's never been, never will. So ain't no marriage. You're gonna no kids. That is none of my priority. So say I'm gonna live as a kwere. You goddamn. You ain't gonna tell me twice. I'm right, no kids, wait, marriage. This was just for fun and fun.
And also moving people out as demand for evacuation.
It was nice experiencing your.
Everything you ain't gotta tell me twice.
Now we are for children.
Nope.
You can see we are sleeping outside waiting for buses and stuff. We just want to go home. Everyone just want to go home.
Outside consulates and transit points, desperation is visible. Families sleep on pavements, waiting for transport that is overwhelmed by demand. For many, living means abandoning years of work and stability.
You will never know.
We are scared because you never know what people are planning to do to you. It's not right to wait and see what will happen. As long as we know that 30th June we must act.
Their time will come. Don't worry, my brother. Their time is coming. Oh my God. Their time is coming.
So you see the white man? See what the white man did to Joby? See what the white man done to Joby?
That time is coming because those white men are going to, the ones you want to protect so bad, the ones agenda, your Negroes are going to be kicked even in your own poverty lands, and they'll clean it and take it all over. You see what Trump is doing? Bringing all these bunch of refugees in your country, and we're going to protect them. We're going to protect their business. We're going to have the police, the army. Okay, cool. Ensure you protect yourself too when they kick you out. Ensure you have the same strength, the same mouth, the same energy, because other Africans, trust me, they're not going to respond. They're not going to. This is too deep.
Of course they're not. That's why I do it. That's exactly right.
This is too. You've touched the wrong part of Africans. You've touched the worst part. And that's what I was saying. I think because now what you've said, this leading to tribalism. And I was saying one thing that Kenyans, I think they've understood out of the 2007 election is now what you can see today. Kenyans majority, and through also education, which is this generation, we've understood what tribalism did to us. Hurted so many people. It hurt so many people so deep. So this is the same. You've cut Africans from many countries so deep, and your time is coming. Your time is coming because you Negroes cannot even fake your accent for shit. I can.
They're not smart enough to speak that, because they're not educated enough to speak the accents, Joby.
You know, just like John Mosquito said, you say, go back, exactly, go back. I already know where you're from. You know, I can do that easily personally. I can do Tanzanian, I can do Nigerian, I can do Kenyan, you know, I can do you guys. I can do maybe Black American. Shout to John Mosquito. Was it Jibba Jabba was telling me I'm even cussing now in Black America? Exactly. Because I can do it all.
She damn sure is, isn't she? Because she's doing it now because she make me laugh and say, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, your time is coming. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a very bad one.
According to me, it's better to send my wife home. At least I can stay behind and finish off the work I am busy with.
The unrest is being driven in part by groups staging anti-immigrant marches and ultimatums, blaming foreign nationals for fueling unemployment, crime, and pressure on public services. South Africa's unemployment rate remains above 30%, with youth unemployment exceeding 60%. Conditions analysts...
Imagine, and you're busy chasing other people who are giving you employment. Imagine. Oh my God.
Have catalyzed rising resentment in some communities.
We have Muslims, we have Indians, we have Caucasians. But the targets here are those who are powerless. And
well, they look at you, say you're not South African because you're too dark. They think that all the South Africans are supposed to be light skinned. That the dark one, South African has descended into craziness. Are you South African? Look how dark you are. Are you not from Senegal or something, or from Kenya? Look how dark you are. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane.
Which are the African immigrants.
President Cyril Ramaphosa, however...
Look at this idiot. Look at this one.
Look how dark he is. He's a president since Christ.
Had earlier urged calm, warning against taking immigration enforcement into private hands.
There have been weaknesses in the way migration has been managed in our country. There have been weaknesses in rigorous and focused enforcement. We admit that.
But for thousands already preparing to leave, the warnings came too late. because South Africa has lived through similar waves of xenophobic violence before, in 2008 and again in 2019, both leaving deaths, displacement, and deep scars. As foreigners come to exit.
Their time is coming. Don't worry. Their time is really, really coming. And we're all here for it. Talking about jealousy. Listen to this one.
Other African countries are obsessed with South Africa.
I told you, Joby. I told you that's what they believe. I told you.
See this energy when it's time to speak about elections in your countries. I never see this energy when it's time to speak about supporting the movements for freedom in your countries.
You are a liar. You are a very big liar. Because the people you're facing now, actually, they are louder about politics more than y'all Negroes. The last time y'all went viral was only in 2023, claiming you're going to do something that you never did today. And now we can see you, the same thing you said, you actually want to defend the same. You want to defend your words? Or we're gonna protect the Afrikaners and their businesses. We are prepared. We're gonna have the army. Okay.
Shut up, you corny girl.
Oh yeah. Oh, now you're saying we are obsessed. You don't fight for our politics. Kenya is very loud. Kenya has been one of the loudest countries in the last 2 years because
I understand exactly that's what they say. You guys don't protest. You guys don't protest. You got your old crooked Negroes in office for 20 and 30 years. And these talk about something.
Ghanaians, you Negroes don't talk about the diamonds being stolen in your country. You don't talk about it. You don't talk about the Afrikaners killing you and feeding you to pigs. So nobody is obsessed with you. I wouldn't even want to be a South African. Hell no. I don't want to. I want to be born an African, but not even in South Africa. You see how kids say, I don't want to be born in Africa. I don't want to be born South African. I don't want to. I want to be behaving this way. So
I wasn't born in South Africa. That'd be the worst.
South Africa, Nyanya Africa, Nyanya Africa, Nyanya Africa, Nyanya. If we reserved half this energy for speaking about what's happening in Congo, Sudan.
Okay.
Libya, we would be so far. But it seems the entire continent is obsessed with pathologizing one country because somehow access to South Africa means more opportunities for you, and it also means you forgo the responsibility of
more opportunities for you. It has been more opportunities for you bum Negroes in your fucked up country to come to a developed South Africa.
Wow. Didn't we just see tomatoes, oranges, vegetables rotting because they're not buying because foreigners are born? Okay.
Accountable for what's happening in your country. It's easy to harbor anger and animosity towards the one successful country on the continent.
See?
But
I told you, Joby. I told you. That's the one. They call themselves the one successful country because theirs is developed. Even though they live all fucked up, the country is developed, Joby. So it's the one successful country on the continent.
Anger and animosity towards the government that is stealing from you on a daily basis.
So she knows that all you African countries are corrupt and your leaders just loot the country. That's true, but these goofy Negroes in South Africa, these Negroes are looting South Africa now too. So don't let them gaslight you. South Africa doesn't work no more either. It has load shedding. Lights go off and shit don't work. So don't let them gaslight you other Africans. Good joke.
Youngest democracy on this continent after South Sudan. We are still reeling from the impact of apartheid, which you never fail to remind us every day, telling us that our country is run by whites, the same country you conveniently run to. You never fail to remind us that we are filled with HIV and we are useless drug addicts that are lazy and stupid.
Where is the lie? Where is the goddamn lie?
You never fail to remind us that we depend on the government in order to survive. But who are we supposed to depend on? At this rate, Africa will never be free. Haikona, the obsession with South Africa is crazy.
Wow.
Did you know that in
Obsession.
1976, African countries boycotted the Olympic Games in Montreal to stand up for Black South Africans because of
Yep.
apartheid?
Yep, Africans always did, and it's funny, Africans have always stood up for you morons because they said you're African, like us. So they fought white people. And they get smacked in the head. Because without Africa, you Negroes would still be in apartheid today. Because white people don't change. Without the Africans on the continent, you group this lady you on YouTube or whatever, TikTok talking and shit, you wouldn't have been there. Without the other Africans who fought for you, goofy bastards. They fought wars for you. These are facts, whether you like it or not. And then turn around and smack Africans in the head is crazy. But go ahead.
Actually boycotted the Olympic Games, didn't perform. Everybody withdrew. Google it.
Yep.
I'll wait.
See that?
Yes, they did. And now, 50 years later, in 2026, African countries are rallying together to support every country except South Africa. And South Africans are not liking it.
North Africa.
And people are wondering what the tea is.
Yeah, they getting booed. They getting booed at the World Cup. they getting booed. All the Africans at the World Cup are booing them when they play. But they lost anyway. They gone. Boo, get on out of here. So now you be like just said, it's not ending where you guys now become called a pariah in Africa. So this is what the white people want to do. So when they make a move on you niggas, that's a wrap. You got no other African countries that are going to help. They're going to come to defend you. So you're going to have to actually really fight this time when they put that pressure on you, brain dead motherfuckers again. Because they're not as small. The white population is small. Like 4 million, 3 million, 4 million. You got like 50 million Africans. You run by white people. So when they put the hammer down on you cowardly Negroes again, no one from Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, no one's coming to help you Negroes. It's gonna get rough. You better pack a lunch.
One word, xenophobia. And what it means basically is hatred or prejudice
within the same group.
Anybody that's not from your country. Hatred of foreigners.
No,
And
xenophobia is hatred within the xenophobia does not mean xenophobia means positive. Everybody got the xenophobic means hatred within your same racial group. You're the same race of people. And so now you're hating your own race because somehow you don't think you're the same race. That's xenophobia. So it's different from racism is when you got different races, but you're all the same race as African people. And so now you're practicing racism against your own people. That's called xenophobia. Okay? It's the hatred of one's own self, one's own people. So that's what xenophobia is. It's not the hatred of people outside the country. It's the hatred of people that look like you, that are the same race of people. That's xenophobia. Georgia.
Attacks and violence against their fellow Africans from countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe,
Kenya, all of them, all of them. They say, all black countries. The ones they don't care about the white. They want all the white people in there. Kenya, Tanzania, who's ever in South Africa? You got Kenyans there, Tanzania in there. You got a bunch of Africans there. Africans. If you're black, they don't like your ass. Go ahead, Joe.
These people to be in their countries. Here is the tea. If you're a foreigner but you're from Europe or somewhere fancy, you're
exactly
fine.
Love you. That's right.
African countries, their fellow African countries, now all of a sudden you're stealing jobs. They want you
Exactly.
gone. You're sleeping with their women. There's clips all over the internet of South Africans visibly hurt because of their hate for foreigners.
Exactly.
Now,
Deep self-hate of themselves.
with a history as shaky as South Africa, it just breaks my heart and the hearts of every African person that this is how they're choosing to treat their own Black brothers and sisters.
Imagine.
And this is why Africans are holding back their support for Bafana Bafana. And you may say, it's just sports. Who cares? This is our own little protest. This is our own way of showing South Africa that, listen, we're the same people. If you want to kill,
you're the same people. But that's possible. That's how the Europeans have destroyed, have propaganda they mind with the fake borders. Your borders are made up by white people. You literally speak the same languages as the motherfuckers in tribal languages, motherfuckers in Mozambique, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and all the way up to Zambia as well. So one country south of Kenya. You got Tanzania, then Zambia sits south of there. So I just some white man put up some fictitious border made up. You say now you're not eating these Africans no more. You can't look in the mirror and see these Africans are you. You're not fucking stupid. Yes. Like I said, I can look in the mirror and know General Mosquitoes made a joke. I know that. But a white man makes a border, says this is South Africa, on the other side is Zimbabwe, on the other side of this is Mozambique. Now you're different people. No, you're not. Some made-up line made by white people doesn't make you different people. Go ahead, Joe.
From your country, then you should not in any way, shape, or form expect us to now stand up for you in the freaking
Exactly. This was coming. See, this is already coming. They didn't stand up for you in the World Cup games, and white people gonna make their move on. And Joe was right. The other Africans are not going, and that's my fear. Other Africans are not going to stand up for you because white people they put you into this xenophobia, both craziness. And it's going to work to their benefit as they steal back the country completely. They want all, even though they got the control of the economy, they want all of it. They don't want to pretend with you niggas no more. They want you on the bottom. They want you to be boot licking, and you shut your mouth and keep your head down when somebody white passes your ass. They would have been say, no niggas go to these restaurants. You're not allowed in this part of town. That's what they want. They want to make a whole bunch of Oranias. Oh, they want Orania to be South Africa completely. Because you niggas never even took down the fake Orania town that they built out there in the Northern Cape. You didn't even do nothing with that. Built their own little white town out there. They want all South Africa like that again. Go ahead, Joe.
Should have known better.
And obviously they're saying things like, oh, we should leave politics out of football, blah, blah, blah. Xenophobia is not politics, darling. Xenophobia is basic human rights. Meanwhile, the actual perpetrators of the biggest violence towards your own people are in South Africa, living large. They're rich, they're powerful, and nobody touches them. But you're going to go and kill and attack and loot.
That's right. The jig is up. Everybody knows this is sponsored by the white cats with the hats. The jig is up. This is known. But I've said it from the beginning. This ain't organic. You know these South Africans are morons. Who's behind this? Who benefits from this? From them now being alienated from other Africans like Joby and other people in the continent is going to start hating them for their behavior. Who benefits from this? It damn sure ain't your black ass. Go ahead, Joby.
They should have known better because if you're saying
they're stupid.
Because I remember you telling me about their behavior, which I was in denial. You know, you telling me there's nothing about that. Yeah. So this shows you this is not actually something that is or an agenda that has just been pushed out of nowhere. It's something that has been slowly, you know, it's like, let me say, it's like a disease. When a disease catches your body and then
exactly. They get you all. Okay, yeah, true, exactly.
You keep on ignoring, you have a certain infection in your body, and until the infection now is visible, then you're like, God damn. Having an infection, but it's still you don't have an infection until now. It's all loud. People can see the smell. It's smelling bad. You have an infection. Oh my God, you know. South Africans, you should have known better. And it's crazy because the fact that you're just very recent, very new to your history, we're talking about just 30 years down the line. You should have understood what the white people are trying to do to you from the word go. The moment you saw this behavior being pushed, other people behaving that way.
If I'm stupid, Joby, if I can't correctly think, Joby, how am I going to think that? That takes some form of sophistication and critical thinking. So how am I supposed to know that, Joby?
Man, I hate non-critical thinkers. Sorry, I can't. I'm allergic to non-critical thinkers. I just love people who can critically think, understand situations, do the math, don't see here, see ahead. I hate people just see here too.
That's why it's called critical thinking. Everybody, I can't critically think, Joey. I was never taught it. So I cannot critically think. I'm never taught to critically think.
Well, I'm
What do you want me to do?
You are a moron as a person, so sorry.
Because they are, quote, taking your jobs. See, one of the funnest parts of this is that we came together as Africans and said absolutely not. Because I always used to say that Africans do not stand on business when it comes to anything. But I'm so glad that we're calling this out because it needs to be called out.
And it's gonna get worse. Hold on, just not the FIFA. Hold on, but it's crazy. I just saw one of the videos because I understand how bold white people also are. Whether you say you're gonna defend them or not, they have warned you all also, the Black South Africans. There is nothing that is going to happen come tomorrow. All this demonstration. Listen to this white man.
June the 30th will be a normal day. The people who want to open their businesses must be able to businesses.
Because how dare you disrupt a white man's business?
Exactly. That's what they exactly, Joe. Because they tell them, we know you're scared of us. What you do? We tell you to do. You shut your filthy black mouth. And he sounds like, yes, white daddy. Whoo! Everybody knows. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes. That's why the South African go tell the truth. You say you see Black Americans' reaction to white people. It's not like the way us South Africans act to white people. We're scared of white people. So they're right. So white people know you're scared of them. That's what this sort of people. We'll open our business and dare any one of you dirty niggas to do anything about it.
How dare, and the fact that this has been going on for the last 3 months, of course, there's some white people who have been affected in one way or another. So how dare you want to continue this for a whole goddamn 3 months?
People who want to go to work must be able to go to work unhindered. People who are here illegally in the country must know that they will not be bullied and intimidated in our country.
And he's talking about the white people, understand? Not the Africans. They don't give a shit about Kenyans, Nigerians who are being kicked out. As a matter of fact, they're happy. That is a privilege for them because it's going to be easy to deal with you South Africans. Very easy. So he's speaking on behalf of Afrikaners.
Even grievance does not make a violent remedy justified. If you take a matter up which is costly for the country, are you acting in the interest of the people of this country? If you take the matter up in such a way that you damage the reputation of our country,
our country.
in our region, are you helping the country?
You can hear Kenyans getting mad just because some Indians want us to call them Kenyans,
Goddamn right, they should, exactly. And that's because they want to have power inside of Kenya. So if you accept them as Kenyans, you now give them acceptance of having power in your country. And that's absolutely not.
This is crazy. Now, looking at literally the effect of that, we have Zimbabweans on this video who are stranded. They're saying that this is where Zimbabweans are camped outside the Zimbabwean consulate in Cape Town, and the guy says he doesn't understand this. These people have made it clear that they want to return home, and they do not.
Zimbabwe's corrupt, and they not letting you go back home. So, and you wait over in the western part of western part of South Africa, ain't like you can walk to Zimbabwe. See, now, if you were closer to Zimbabwe, like at Johannesburg, then you could get back over to Zimbabwe. Catch a bus and get your ass back over there. But you guys are way, South Africa's a big country, so you guys are way over in the western part. So, and your country's quick to say, hey, you're in the next country, you find your way back best way you can. And your country's corrupt. And let me tell you, Negroes, Zimbabwe's not coming to get you. See, that's what I think South Africans got right. These corrupt African puppet governments all have got to go. And you have to be the ones to do it. So I do agree with that. There has to be mass revolutions in Africa. Because all African countries, besides the three you got, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, those are only 3 free countries on the whole continent. Only ones. That's crazy. If you know the truth, those are only 3 free countries you got in Africa. All the rest of these Africa are bootlicked, not going to do nothing. They don't care about African people. So, and you're too close. They say, oh, you're one country south of us. But I would tell you guys, hey, take the bus, get a bus ticket, go to Namibia, go north, since you're in the Cape, go north to Namibia, and then take another bus and go east. Go through Namibia, Botswana, and the next country up is Zimbabwe. That's what you do. Countries say, hey, they catch a bus, shit. They got bus money. So, I'm telling you, take a bus to Windhoek, right, Namibia, go north, that takes you straight to Namibia. Namibians select you in, and then catch another bus from Windhoek, going all the way through Botswana to Zimbabwe. That's what you do. Because your country's not coming for you. Zimbabwe, good luck. Your country's so corrupt, so effed up.
The one part with Zimbabwe is even question what are they going back to? Because probably most of these people
They're going back to poverty. They're going back to poverty. Zimbabwe don't work. You're right.
Yeah, I'm saying most of these people probably are the majority of those who have lost their ancestral lands or lands to the white people, and we've seen recently, of course, the government
in the back land. Yep.
Exactly. So what are you going back to? Literally, that's another question.
They're going. And a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't want to. They're going back to abject poverty, Joe. So a lot of them don't want to go back. Even we got the ones that want to go back because they're already poor. They probably figure out we've been impoverished in South Africa. We never really made no money here, and the guys don't understand. At one time, it's not no more since the Black Zimbabwe was very developed, just like South Africa. You had white people there, very developed, very, very, very developed. In the early 80s, it was very developed, highly educated. So they're going to go back to poverty, Joe, because Zimbabwe's a basket case. That's why you got to do that leader. The same thing Kenya must do. They without the people vote who are against it, have now given the presidents of of Zimbabwe 7-year terms. 7-year terms instead of 5, like most Africans had 7. Because these Negroes can't do anything. They loot their countries. It's a looting operation. These Negroes could never start any real businesses. That's why they want to stay in power. You don't get the scam in Africa. They loot the countries, them and their families. You know, Africans are not real educated and they're peaceful. Those Africans won't overthrow the government. These governments have got to be overthrown because there's the level of corruption. They're like family fiefdoms. They're family fiefdoms. They follow their families in these nepotism positions and they never want to leave power because they loot the country. You can't think of what goddamn business could Museveni run? None. He's a moron. Naruto is a moron. A fucking Managua. Isn't it? All these presidents in Africa are idiots. That's why they hate the young leader, Burkina Faso. You know, he's not an idiot. He's smart as hell. But he would have never been president unless he didn't create a coup. There was a moron before him. You think the action in Africa, all these Paul Bears and all these idiots in power, motherfucking Cote d'Ivoire, all these morons? It's on purpose. White man keeps them in power. They loot the country along with the white man. And Africans stay impoverished.
I also feel this is the time now where Africans are also being forced to go back home and fix your country for real. No more running. Because the fact that you have a minority group of people who benefit majority of the things that you should be benefiting in your country, yet you can't. Your government is not being held or is not accountable for you, your life, yet keeps on promising you shit, telling you to vote for them.
Why are the white people getting land back in Zimbabwe? And you got Ebrahim Traoré getting sanctioned. They got the same shit fucking Zimbabwe happen to them? Right? So why is Zimbabwe, which has more minerals than fucking Bikini Faso, a basket case and fucked up? And Bikini Faso is turning everything around. How's that? Because you got morons in power in Zimbabwe, corrupt, backward, and stupid. That's where the European wants it. That's why the country doesn't. So now they got to give. So since they're stupid, they're now being sanctioned. So now the white man say, "We've sanctioned you. You get that land back to our people who stole it from you, niggas, or you're gonna stay fucked up." So they're gonna go, "Okay, Daddy, we can't fight that," because they're too dumb to build strategies. Because Bikini Faso was getting sanctioned by the same white people who want it back, but they're succeeding because you don't got a group of morons in power. They're being sanctioned by the same way Zimbabwe is, even harder. Ain't nobody trying to do no coup attempts against no Managua. Bikini Faso's got fucking assassination attempts every other month because they're outside the system of white power, white hegemony. That's why he's trying to kill his ass. All these terrorists run around that area for. And you had Senegal, when Joby showed you, Senegal found oil last year, and Joby showed you what the French said. The French literally told Senegal, "Hey, you better give us your oil. We're gonna have terrorism. It might be terrorism that comes." What? That's what France told Senegal. Motherfucking oil belongs to us white people. Your shit belongs to us, or we're gonna put terrorism in your country. They ain't gonna use these, you goofy niggas. You're supposed to be rich, not you niggas. Even up your own shit. But that's how diabolical this African oppression has been. And so Bikini Faso works because he said anybody corrupt, you're going to jail or you're going to die. So people being held responsible. There's no responsibility in African because they're all corrupt, right? So you're going to have real revolutions to get these people out. But that's hard because Africans have been propagandized. You've been given, and the third pillar is that religion. You'll pray all day, won't shit change. Well, we got to pray, go to Jesus. This time, give it to Jesus, baby. And your country's still fucked up. You're still praying. Country shit still don't work. You've been praying to Jesus for fucking 100 years.
Well, I do hope Africans lose their fear and realize it's time for fighting. No more running, literally, because white people don't want to be in their country, that's for sure. With the behavior of South Africans, of course, now that forces you to go back to countries that are not working, and especially coming from a country that has been working for you, or you've gained more opportunities than in your own country, and then come back to your country, and there's less of these opportunities. You do need to have so much rage, which will lead you to revolution and accountability. Literally,
you're the majority. The youth of Africa. The youth of Africa, you're the majority. But y'all can't cool if you think you're the majority. You can overthrow any country you want to. But can't do it without no critical thinking.
As we continue moving away from South Africa, we have, talking about minerals, we have Nigeria, where there's been new minerals that have been discovered. Every day, there's always some new minerals discovered.
Yeah, Nigeria is rich, but the people are stupid. Nigeria should be poor. Nigeria is a basket case of morons.
So the thing, scientists in Nigeria have announced a discovery of major polymetallic mineral province containing significant deposits of lithium, rare earth elements, platinum groups metal, gold, nickel, and copper. Officials say that...
You know what that means, don't you, Joby? You know what that means, right? Time for more Boko Haram.
Of course. They're saying that the officials say that the findings, including an estimated 3.3 million metric tons of lithium at a separate site, could strengthen Nigeria's position, which is a lie, in the global market for critical minerals used in electric vehicles batteries. Have you seen these people are using Okada? We call it tuk-tuk here in Kenya. Okada, they call them Okada. These people are using tuk-tuks in 20 gardens. The only place for us to find tuk-tuks is in Mombasa. And we like that because that's a coastal area, which of course there are motorbikes, there are Ubers, but tuk-tuk there in Mombasa, especially in the coastal region or in Tanzania. Nigeria, our whole country, they are using Okada. Imagine. They're talking about they're going to benefit from their own minerals. Oil for the longest time. How has oil benefited you?
Somebody showed some video. I know somebody showed them. And one job, which I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 months ago. It's funny. So there was, I still remember because that's what they do. So it was a bunch of French people sitting around in their country talking about, of course, stealing from Africa. They said, well, we're losing the Sahel. We'll eventually get that back. And then a white guy said, but Zimbabwe has minerals. And it's supposed to belong, it's supposed to belong to us. We have to think about how we're going to get those minerals out of Zimbabwe. I'm like, God damn. And he said, Africans, they believe Africa belongs to them, the wealth. And you're supposed to be in poverty. Get it? I like, that's it. First, because here there's wealth in Zimbabwe. It belongs to us. Critical minerals. What does Zimbabwe got to do with you?
Someone says in the comment section, why don't Africans know how to move in silence like China did? The loudness of Africa by Mansa Musa pilgrimage, if I'm pronouncing correctly, is what attracted European in the first instance.
See, if you guys don't know what that person's saying, so let me just put a caveat and explain that. You guys probably know, Joe probably know. So Mansa Musa being the richest man in the world, they saying like Joby did, because Joe believes in shut your mouth, right? So they said, so they believe Mansa Musa should have kept his mouth shut when he did the Hajj to that fake Mecca. So when Mansa Musa did that Hajj, that all that gold and wealth, he left Mali and went all the way over to Saudi Arabia and was giving gold out and crashing economies. And people like, what? All the fucking gold coming from all this wealth. So he said that brought more attention. At that time, the European was still broken, fucked up. So, but I will say they did. Whereas they even years later after Timbuktu and Mali had fallen, white people still trying to make it over there. Even after the Pelsey rights, so they did put the imagination of all this wealth. So they said Africans should just shut up with all the wealth, all the bling that they had, and stop flaunting it. No, you were going to be when people going to find out you wealthy in Africa. You got to learn. That's not the thing. Is how to defend it. You can't hide your wealth because you're wealthy. Now everybody knows Africa's wealthy. That's known now. Now, whether you say it's Mansa Musa or whoever, people are going to see you going around with all this gold and all this shit. You know, if you don't go nowhere, they coming to visit you. Just like the Europeans that first came out, there's a lot of gold, a lot of wealth. Just knock these niggas upside the head and take it. It's the fact they defend it. Go ahead, Joe.
That's majority of the comments on people's thoughts. They're saying that Africans need to know how to move in silence. Someone says this has been the reason for insurgency for many years. Someone says God knows what is next to come. The same thing you said, what is coming next and what has been happening, because it's not going to be anything new. Of course, exploitation, the name of, or you benefit from your minerals, which you never did, because how do you benefit from, because there's someone who's saying if developed responsibly, or if mined responsibly with local processing and strong regulations, which local processing? Which Nigeria
you gotta build it.
Exactly. So we're talking nonsense. We can't say we're gonna benefit if we've not even built anything that can help us benefit in the country from the word go. Still talking about minerals. We have, of course, the beneficiaries or the people who benefit.
You got the mineral, but like you said, you got to build the refinery in the country.
Exactly.
That builds jobs and wealth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We can't say we are going to benefit, yet we're not even trying to make a step to ensure this wealth stays within us, you know.
True, exactly. But you can't call it exactly right. And the Africans, you gotta stop being scared and say, "Oh, it's a because why is all these minerals found like in Saudi Arabia, these other countries out of Africa makes them wealthy? But when it comes to Africa, it doesn't. The same minerals, you gotta start defending what's yours. That's what means. It can't be a curse. You got the world's gold, diamonds, and rare earth minerals. You gotta learn to defend it because they're gonna come. They're gonna come because it's wealthy. Okay, you already know it. So you saying, you know, they're gonna find that you're wealthy. I'm sorry to tell you that. Okay, they're gonna know you got shit in your ground. That's known now. Okay, Africa's wealthy. Now the thing is, can you defend it and keep it? That's Africa's problem. You ain't been able to damn defend it and keep it, and it goes sucked out the country. Okay? So that's your number one problem. Not that people find out that you're wealthy. People know the cat's out the bag. Africa's wealthy. It's out the bag. It's been out the bag, okay? It ain't got shit to do with Mansa. They knew Africa was wealthy before Mansa fucking Musa. So they've always known Africa's wealthy. So that's not no going back 1,000 years to Mansa Musa. Well, that's be 800 years. 800 years to Mansa Musa. They knew you were wealthy before Mansa Musa. So, you know, a lot of Arabs came the first time before that. You know, when you just had the kingdom of Ghana, the ancient, not Ghana today, not what you call Ghana today, where you got no history. Ancient Ghana is where where Senegal and Mauritania is at. That's ancient Ghana, and parts of Western Mali. That was ancient Ghana. Ancient kingdom of Ghana was right there. So they were wealthy. Everybody knew they were wealthy, right? With gold, with bling bling. Africa, so they knew that. So you got, and he said you got to be able to defend it. Go back and read all the ancient writings of Ghana. They knew Africans were wealthy. So, but at that time, you could defend your wealth. Africa's fallen behind in military technology. That's why you can't defend yourself. And then you got a kind, loving heart that you didn't build the weapons that need to defend yourself. People are coming to see you because people are savages and greedy. They want to exploit you, take your wealth. And the Africans come to terms with that. Ibrahim Traoré has done, they told the truth. Said these people only here because we're wealthy. They were not calling us poor. They were poor why they want to be here. Right in Africa. They want what's in our grounds. We're rich. We're not poor. And we're poor, all these people want to be here. Shout out to exactly. All these white people want to be in Africa. Because you're wealthy. That's why. You're not poor. You're not from poor. Kenya's not poor. Ghana's not poor. Nigeria's not poor. You're wealthy. You don't control your wealth. No such thing as a poor country in Africa. There's poor people. But no, there's no poor country. So your money goes to white people, and now the goddamn goopy Asian who's now coming in, stealing shit. Oh no, that way I get out of your head about bringing investors on. Africa needs no investors. You're the richest people on the planet, the richest continent. Look at all these people coming to see you. They come. I'm not going to nobody's poorhouse in no damn fucking Cabrera to see his ass. He's poor. People come to see you because you're rich. Your lands are rich. You got the best agriculture land in the world. You got all the minerals in the world. So who the hell do you need anybody? Africa has oil, gold, cobalt, coltan, lithium, and all other hosts of shit I don't know how to pronounce. You got the best farmland in the world. That's a fact. So nobody be starving in no goddamn Africa. So invest in what? Africa don't need no investors for nothing. It's the only place that has everything, Georgia.
We have America, which of course is on the other hand in DRC, which hopes to get a share of the copper production.
Of course. I mean, if finally get a share of some more minerals.
Yeah, this is in one of the largest, actually, one of the mining sites, literally all the sites, which is reputed to be the largest in Africa. And America is there, of course, to get some benefits. Let's look at this.
It's known as red gold. The copper produced at this mine in the Southeastern Democratic Republic of Congo is used in many products. This includes electronic devices like smartphones and computers, as well as electrical wiring, motors and generators. The deposit is one of the Congo's hidden treasures, which are at the center of a global race for critical minerals.
So Kamoa at the moment is one of the largest copper mines in the world, and growing to become the largest copper mine in Africa and probably the 4th largest copper mine in the world. So at the moment our capacity is around 300,000 tons in terms of mining capacity.
You found the Africans don't run and control none of it.
Of course.
Africans don't run and control none of it.
28 onwards in excess of 500,000 tons, which makes us the largest copper mine in Africa. And right up.
Well, it goes back to the same video I shared on Friday from that guy, Hawkward. I don't know, Hawkward. I remember, I forgot his name. But yeah, he said very clear. Africa has a lot of resources, and it won't be allowed to handle its own resources because it's going to literally, of course, make the whole system collapse. This is what runs the Africa literally maintains this system that we have today to continue.
Exactly. The wealth. Africa funds the wealth of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it becomes a global economic power, this is a big problem to the white people, and they don't want that.
Exactly.
They don't want that.
There in terms of world capacity.
I'm not gonna get my power, my wealth up for you goofy niggas because it's right, Joby. I stole it from you, I'm gonna keep it. What are you talking about?
It's crazy. On the other hand, we have Burkina Faso, Chateau Ibrahim Traore making major, moves every single day. Every single day you're gonna find
he's taking back the wealth.
Positive news coming from that amazing country. We have him saying that the students who are looking forward to go to study overseas, they must first get a state approval. And I do believe this is actually very, very amazing.
It's smart. He said no. He said no more brain drains where Africans go make other people rich. You're going to be educated here, and we're going to give you good jobs here.
Burkina Faso has introduced new rules requiring students to obtain government approval before pursuing studies abroad as part of efforts to regulate overseas education and prevent academic programs. The policy aims to strengthen oversight of international study opportunities to ensure that foreign institutions meet national standards and better align overseas education with the country's development priorities. Supporters say that the measure could improve quality control, while critics have raised concerns about its potential impact.
White people critics have raised because they got the benefit of taking Africa's best minds and building Europe and America and leaving Africa impoverished with a bunch of dummies. That's what he said. No more dummies be left here.
And then on the other hand, we also heard them making also other major changes, saying that the military government, of course, Ibrahim Traore, has cut diplomatic ties completely with France, accusing its former colonial ruler of supporting subversive networks and pursuing neo-colonial ambitions that undermine the country's interests. France rejected the allegations as hostile and baseless and said it was considering reciprocal measures. Burkina has demanded the departure of the French ambassador as early as on 2023. Of course,
Gonna get his ass out of here. Are you supposed to get your ass out of here? So the thing is, we're going to retaliate. Why? I can't just leave us alone. Oh, because Africa's got the wealth. That's why. And man, because they can't control African wealth of Burkina Faso, then call them poor. Burkina Faso's not poor. And that's what they're showing now. We're cutting you parasites off. And the fastest growing economy in Africa is Burkina Faso. Ain't that funny? Because they're taking back the wealth that belongs to them, not you.
Exactly. Then moving on, we also have, of course, more news coming from East Africa, Uganda, where General Muhoozi, Captain Crunch, himself. He said he's giving. He said he's giving. I don't know, Jay-Z, how many minutes to surrender Beyonce to him. It's crazy, man.
What kind of general? See, that's what I called him Captain Crunch.
He's giving him. Let me see how many hours. Let me check on that update very quickly. He's giving Jay-Z, I don't know how many days or hours to surrender Beyonce to him. Yeah, here it is. Uganda's Joao Muhoozi gives Jay-Z 1 week to surrender Beyonce. Says he'll take the matter to the UN if he doesn't do so.
That's a gag. Is that that's great. I don't know. That's great. I have no comment. I have no comment on crazy people.
But yeah, during the weekend, we heard him, of course, calling on the media expression, saying that freedom of expression is not allowed in Uganda. And this is by actually him going to one of the independent media groups called the National Media Group and say that its outlets are under military siege. And this comes after the armed soldiers shut down the Daily Monitor, NTV.
I thought you said you was in a democracy. Oh, now you're taking the gloves out that Uganda's always been a dictatorship because you got a leader supposedly got elected for 40 fucking years. Everybody knows that's a statistical impossibility. Everybody knows that's a scam, a lie.
It's crazy. They're saying that this is also including Spark TV on orders from the Army Chief General Muhoozi, and it's in a series of posts on Twitter that is currently X. Muhoozi said that he did not believe in a free press, and he had the authority to close the media house. The shutdown.
Well, you never had a free press.
From opposition figures and media groups who say it signals an escalating crackdown on press freedom in Uganda, and the government has yet to explain their action. This is what happened.
Uganda's leading independent media group says it's under what it called a military siege after the army chief ordered the shutdown of its newspapers, TV stations, and radio outlets. NTV Uganda and Spark TV were forced off air after armed soldiers surrounded the Nation Media Group headquarters in Kampala on Sunday. The news comes after the head of Uganda's military, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, announced on social media that they would cease operations immediately.
Now, you see that his son is the head of the military. See, this is the nepotism. His son is incompetently stupid. He's a moron. But see, what this shows you that Museveni's probably close to death, and he's trying to seed his influence as the next dictator, and say, listen here. This is what's going to be the rule because my daddy's almost about to die. And I'm going to be empowered. And you're going to make sure when I snatch the country by force, you don't say nothing that I don't like. That's what you see here. So this is a power grab with this goopy ass Muhoozi. But he won't stay in power because people don't like his ass. And the white man's going to overthrow him. He's going to find. But see, ain't it funny? But 70 hasn't withdrawn from the Hague. They're going to take his goofy Captain Crunch son because number 7 is a puppet. That's why he's not been at the Hague. The Hague is going to take his son and going to try his ass and lock his ass up. Go ahead, Joe.
In a free press in Uganda and that the media should be guided by cadres of the revolution. In recent months, the general, who's President Yoweri Museveni's son, has asserted growing control, ordering the arrest of politicians and activists.
I told you that's what's going on. Exactly. His dad is about to die. He knows. See, remember they close contact with this goofy Museveni. He's probably out of his fucking mind. Probably fucking talking all weird and shit. You know, this nigga's close to death, knocking on death's door. So his son is consolidating power. So when his daddy does die in the next year and a half, and found his ass dead and stinking in his goofy bed, he's already consolidated power. That's what he's doing. Go ahead, Joe.
Still in Uganda, we have the court which has ordered Total Energies to account for environmental impacts of oil and gas produce. Of course, we've been having mining going on, and we've seen how these people, how they handle, especially the environment. This has been reported back and forth from many African countries, many families and homes. it's never accountability. So this is just another day, another night where there's nothing going to be done.
The Paris court has ordered French oil giant Total Energies to report the environmental consequences of emissions from its oil and gas products and explain how it plans to address them. The ruling stems from a civil case brought by NGOs and French cities demanding that the company align its business with global warming targets under the 2015 Paris Agreement.
We looked at this case. Remember, I was reading the article of how these people are going to be damaging not only lakes, one of the biggest lakes we have, and which is going to be affecting many people because they depend on this
Lake Victoria.
Yeah, it was not Lake Victoria, it was Tanganyika. I'm going to check it again, but it is one of the biggest lakes we have with fresh water, which is being depended by more than 10,000 people, literally. So it's going to be affecting all of them, not only health-wise, but also their environment, because the recklessness that is always, of course, there when it comes to mining of resources or exploitation. We're going to call it exploitation. These people never care. And it's always very good.
Total is facing a number of other lawsuits. A new case involves claims from NGOs and Ugandan residents over land and rights violations related to a drilling project in Telenga. Called a carbon bomb by critics, the project includes drilling more than 400 wells in Telenga. It's also linked to the East African crude oil pipeline to Tanzania's port of Tanga. The pipeline crosses sensitive ecosystems, including wetlands, rivers, protected areas, and wildlife routes. 100 wells are due to be drilled in Uganda's oldest national park.
More ways of puppets always just keeping money. Exploitation.
Exploitation. Why isn't that a Ugandan group doing it? Why haven't this moron's been in power 40 years? 40 years. It only take a decade, 10 years to upbuild your own oil company in your own country by educating your people, making them oil engineers. To stand that up would take maybe 10 years, 13 at the most. Why has it been done 40 years later and the white man still controls your oil in your country and destroys your environment? That's why Museveni's allowed to stay in power. You get it? That's why these puppets are allowed to stay there, because they let the white man loot the country and leave it destroyed as they make money. Because like Joby said, they don't care where the Africans live. Fuck them. Let them die. Let this shit, once we get done with it, all the oil's all sucked with them, fuck it. The water's destroyed, so what? These are niggas. Fuck them. We got all the money out of it, now we go to the next thing. Puppets don't care, because they got the money for the family or they're dead. They're not going to live there, so they're not there to benefit their people. He's been there 40 years. He couldn't build his own oil company in 40 fucking years? Why are you president of anything? Like, I'm talking about the craziness that goes on. Shit don't work. Shit's crazy. Goddamn, how long did it take goddamn Rockefeller to build his first oil company? 5 years. That's back in the 1800s. To get it up and standing, took him 5 fucking years. But less technology. This nigga's been in power 40 years. He still got the white French running around Uganda, controlling the oil. That's why you got puppets in Africa. See, that's why you got Caribbean. Oh, these old puppets in Africa. Because that's the stealing of African resources that benefit white people. That's the scam. You get it? And then they forced that this nigga be in power for 40 years to keep the stealing going forever. That's why Captain Crunch is going to think he's going to get ready to take over. But he's probably dumber than his daddy. He's a moron. So, they want stability. They want stability in these African countries. So they want them stupid. Seven's a moron. Jomo Kenyatta was an idiot. A complete moron. Complete idiot. So they want idiots in there because it makes the stealing easier. But they don't want a complete idiot that's going to destabilize their profits like a Captain Crunch. Because they need plausible deniability to pretend, these are democracies. Look at the democracies. But there's no such thing as no fucking democracy in Africa. Go ahead, John.
But as we wind up today's conversation, family, that has been my time. Thank you to everyone who has joined me this morning. Let me go through you guys' comments as we wind up. Shout to Jiba Jaba one more time. John Mosquito, Jason, I see you, Jarake, all the amazing listeners. We are like 20 of you this morning. So kindly, before you leave,
thanks, guys. I couldn't
subscribe.
We took Cameron's time. Cameron's won't be, and I had to lay him off. So times are getting hard, guys. You guys ain't been giving no donations, so it fucked my pockets up. I had to lay his ass off a little bit to get my money right. It's fucked up that he's trying to do around the layoffs. So, and I didn't want to, you guys know I don't like laying off people because shit's hard, but I ain't got no money, then I can do. Ain't nothing funny without no money. So go to Cash App, Mr. Blackout 5, or go to Blackout 5 Network and put your donations in. Shit. I'm like, oh man, I gotta find him. But goddamn, I gotta fire this nigga. I got no money.
I see Jabba earlier was asking how people pray for. I think you know by now most of the church Negroes pray about everything. You know, they pray about even stomach aches, about headaches. So yeah, exactly.
See? Exactly. You ain't got no good medical system. Pray for health. Pray for all this crazy shit. You know, that's what that Ghanaian guy said. Or something. I'm not going back to no Ghana. You can't get. I can go to South Africa and the healthcare is first is top notch and it's free. And you go in here and they got equipment that works. Go to Ghana, shit don't work. Got equipment don't work. Old ass shit. I said that guy ain't like, I'm not going back to no Ghana. That's a damn. He said, what about you getting beat up? Nah. You stay in the house where they start acting crazy. They don't know where I'm at.
And then also saying George Bush was eyeing Thames backside at the concert. I saw that the video was going viral. And
he was eyeing who? Wait. What concert George Bush was eyeing whose backside?
Thames.
The BET Award?
No, the Obama. I think the Obama anniversary or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, the Obama Museum thing. The damn is our library. He had a concert at that goopy library in Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I heard, shout out to 10 Speed, that the Obamas stole that land. Of course they did. And then the vendors, a lot of vendors who built that shit didn't get paid. Shout out to you, no good bootlicking Obama lovers. So we know he didn't pay people, and they've gone out of business because they believe, you know, as they build this Negro's presidential library, they get paid. And a lot of vendors ain't been paid. Imagine that. He did the same thing Trump been doing, getting people work for free and shit.
Mm-hmm. Then Jib also says South Africa.
Imagine George Bush, the former president, looking at Tim's booty. Say, "Whoa, that's a big old booty." That's what he said. That's what George Bush said. Wow.
South Africa is into my bucket list. The whites are arrogant and racist, and the blacks are bootlicking and subservient.
Subservient. Who said that? That's true. Black people are subservient. Exactly right. Are subservient. The white people are arrogant and rude and obnoxious. Always. Oh, you always hear black people. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. How you doing? Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Just observe black people, especially in Africa, because they're the closest thing to the real African used to be, right? Not so much in the Caribbean and South America, but to get the true African in Africa. And they're so polite. They love everybody. They take abuse in their face. Oh, thank you very much. Terry Busana. Auntie Sana, thank you. You no good, dirty nigga. Thank you very much.
Asking about Sister Stacy if she still lives in South Africa. I have no clue, being honest.
I haven't heard from Stacy in years. That's a good question. When she moved her and her daughter, and tell me the one met them in real life. They left Florida They moved to South Africa. I haven't heard from them. It's been years, like what, 3 years, 4 years? It's been a while. Yeah, they moved to Johannesburg. But see, they're not as bad on Black Americans as on other Africans. They think Black Americans got money. So we're a little bit higher than a regular African. You got a lot of Black Americans that have moved to South Africa. You know, probably more so than Kenya. Even though now you got a lot of Black Americans moving to Kenya, but more have moved to South Africa because of what? Because of the development, right? Black Americans, like Jerry said, spoil them. We don't want to live in an undeveloped place. Like, I don't want to be fucking around. I ain't got no water. Shit don't work right. I ain't with that shit. So more Black Americans have moved to South America, but I haven't seen nobody. You see how they was treating I Show Speed? I Show Speed, crazy, right? So I think the Black Americans are treated a little better, little bit, because we're not from the poor African countries. When they see the other Africans, they see poverty, right? They say, these poor ass niggas here, here. So that's what they see with the other Africans. But so we're treated a little bit better. I noticed that when I was there, so I was treated real good and kind and brother this and brother that. So I think Station probably all right, Her daughter's got to be almost an adult. I was a daughter, Joby.
I don't remember.
See, I knew Joby wasn't gonna know. Joby with that girl. I ain't gonna know. Was she like 14 or 15, 16?
Man, I don't recall shit.
Joby sat right next to that girl by the Ate Ugali in that restaurant.
I don't talk to people like that, dude. A bit friendly more with Katie than me, man. In my head, I'm a big girl. I don't chill with small girls.
Of course, she's a little girl, She's a teenager, but you can still be cordial. Talk to her.
More friendly with Katie,
All right. What's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, Katie's real young too. She's only a couple of years. Katie's maybe 3 years younger than you, Joby. So at that time, so Katie might have been like 21, maybe 20. So yeah, closer. Because I think her daughter was like 15, 16 or something. But shit, her daughter be almost grown. Her daughter probably be 20 over there now. Her daughter be like 20. That's years. Because Joby's 27 now. Shit, almost 28. So yeah, that's a long. Yeah, but Joby's like 22 or some shit, 23.
Yeah.
So shit. So Stacy's been out there doing the piano, getting a groove and probably getting a coochie tingle like some South African dude.
Oh my God! Much love, family. Have yourself some first part of your morning. That has been my time. We're gonna be coming back, of course, later tonight to the Africa Today show. Today we don't have Shwani, so of course we're not gonna be doing the written show. But she'll be back tomorrow.
Getting a coochie tingle.
She'll be back tomorrow. So that is up tomorrow on the midday conversations. But see you tonight on the Africa Today show. Allow me go have my lunch. But have yourselves a beautiful rest part of your morning. Be safe on your way to your black job. If you're at your black job, wishing you a beautiful day. And see you guys on your lunch break. Thank you so much once again for being with me this morning. Hit that like button before you leave. Thank you, Jibajaba said he donated last week. We appreciate your support every single time. And for those who can, hit the Cash App. Whatever you send, it's always very supportive to help us in one way or another. You see, now you're not going to be seeing
I need it now. Yep, no more Swahili. I forgot I got rid of Spikes. No more Swahili classes for a while. I let them go. No more Spikes. No more. No, time's rough. I told you it's real out here in the battlefield, guys. If I ain't got no money, I gotta chop your head off. Unfortunately. Much love, guys.
Have a beautiful rest part of your morning. Peace and